We're out here at the Rocklea Showgrounds for the Heritage Truck Show. We're going to go for a walk around and see if we can hunt down some of these owners of these beautiful machines and see what the story is. And so, how long have you owned this one for?
I bought it in 2012, and where it started from originally, I grew up in New Zealand, and as a young fella, New Zealand could only buy trucks from the motherland.
Yep.
So you never got the American trucks the way they had in Australia initially. And it was only a small period during the war that New Zealand were allowed to bring a few Macks in, because a lot of the trucks off the farms got seconded to the war effort.
Oh, wow.
So once the war was over and everything went back to pretty normal, you had to go back to buying the English trucks, which was Bedfords, Leylands, AECs, BMCs, and all that style of thing. So consequently, when I left school, or before I left school, I used to work after school and in the school holidays for the local transport companies, and they only had all English trucks, and with old worn out seats with the springs sticking through the seats and the bags filled in the hole and all the rest of it. And so consequently I grew up with the English trucks, and this is mine right here beside us here.
Well, the twin stick gives away the New Zealand side of it, doesn't it?
Yes, that's exactly right. I drove one of these in New Zealand in 1969 with a new one, and I was 19-year-old, because as they said, you had to wait for somebody to pass on before you got a reasonable truck, let alone for somebody to get a brand new one at a 19-year-old.
At 19.
But I grew up with the family that owned the transport company, so it probably made a difference. So hence, down the track, years later, when I retired, I've been in Australia now for 50 years, and I went down the Leyland Road, which AEC is a Leyland brand, which got taken over. AEC got taken over by Leyland brand in 1963. So that's where the connection comes there. Now, this company, the livery that truck is painted in, is Emerson's Transport from New Zealand, the North Island up at Hastings. That's called Emerson Green. And I had no affiliation with that company whatsoever. It's just that I was on holidays in the North Island at one stage, and I saw 3 of their trucks in convoy coming from the port. And I said to my wife, now, isn't that a lovely colour? So that's where that came from.
So beautiful.
So it was an 8-year restoration from pulling it apart. So on the far side of the truck, on the right driver's side, there's a pictorial history of from where the truck was bought to where it's finished up.
Oh, wow.
And this side here is the history of AEC from 1855 and how AEC originated.
Wow.
So
So you said it took you 8 years to restore it.
Yes.
So did you strip it down just to chassis rails and build it all the way up?
all the chassis rails out.
Even the red underneath that you've painted is a beautiful,
Yep, and
beautiful colour.
that's Emerson red.
Okay.
That's 3 different colours. It's all Emerson's own colours. Emerson green, Emerson white. Now I don't know how you get a differentiation from white, and Emerson red, and the orange and all that.
Yeah.
That's
so you
all.
restored it over here though in Australia?
Yes, yep.
But you restored it to be like a New Zealand
Correct.
setup.
Yep. Yeah, I came from the South Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are big into their fleets of trucks and that over there.
Yeah.
And the company that I used to work for there, which when I started probably had about 15 trucks, they're probably in the vicinity of around the 100 mark today. And they've been going for 104 years now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the history on this one here. And
true credit to you, like just even to be able to get all the history and be able to showcase that. So because I was actually just admiring it before taking photos of it. I think that being able to give a bit of an understanding of the history of it really, it's not just a sitting there truck. You know, it's got a story.
That's it. Well, the name, as you can see across the back, if you stand back, on the sun visor, that's called Kelly Rosanni.
Oh yeah.
Now Kelly's my daughter.
Yeah.
Rose is my wife. Heather Rose.
Yeah.
And Annie's my mum.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So if you go around the other side, on the driver's side there, you'll see a pictorial there, and that's the 3 girls of my life.
Oh.
And these are our 2 grandsons.
Oh, that's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It was such an honour to meet you.
Thank you, CJ.
Thank you for your
It's
time.
a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
All right, so Tim, this is amazing. I can't believe we caught you out the front of it. So can you please give us a bit of a rundown on what you were just telling me about this amazing vehicle?
Yeah, so this is Dad's 1923 AC Mack. He's had it since about early 1985. When he got it, there was not much of it left. So he's built a lot of parts from blueprints acquired from the Mack Museum in the States. So this is all pre-internet. So this is getting on a fax and a phone and getting stuff posted out and then getting the blueprints and building stuff from scratch.
And did you say it took 20 years
Yeah.
to rebuild?
Yeah, 20 years to rebuild it. So it was...
That's dedication, huh?
Yeah. And a lot of parts made by hand. So a lot of bolts and stuff that, couldn't get the right one. So they had to be made by hand.
So you came all the way from Victoria for this?
Yeah, so we're from country Victoria. Truck lives near Mansfield. So we left Wednesday, up to Wagga, loaded on another quicker truck and come up last Friday.
Oh, well, thank you so much for all your effort to get up here. Like, it's like so cool that so many people get to see something so unique like this.
Yeah. And so this is an original AC to Australia. So this come out brand new to Australia and it's one of the only ones left. So yeah, very significant to be here and we're happy to be here. Thank you
so much for your time
Yeah, no
and for bringing it up here, and we can't wait to see more of this show, and hopefully you get some really good people come out and have a look.
Thank you. Have a good one.